My name is Coach Adrian, and I am here to help you rebuild your relationship the right way. Whether you're coming out of a marriage, going through a process of divorce, a separation, or even if you're just facing a breakup, or if you feel like a breakup is coming, I am here to help you turn things around the right way. And after having done this for many, many years and coached individuals all over the world, I understand what works and what doesn't. I understand your reality. I understand some of the challenges that you're facing, some of the fears that you have, because you love an individual and in most cases, you're convinced that this is the right person for you, but you simply don't have the tools to be able to rebuild the relationship the right way. And this is where we come in and where we provide free content, videos, and audio podcasts to help raise your understanding of what it will take to rebuild the right foundations for yourself and for this person that you love. And one of the fundamental pillars of our approach and our philosophy is this concept of no contact. This concept of pulling away, setting boundaries, not reaching out to your significant other until you are ready to do so, until they are also ready to listen to you. And one of the questions that I'm often asked is if no contact is absolutely necessary, and even further, is it the only way to get your ex back? And so it felt important in this series of videos centered around this concept of no contact in breakup recovery for me to address this question head on. Is no contact the only way to get your ex back? And the answer is obviously no. No. It's not a one-size-fits-all, and we are not one-trick pony coaches. What we do, though, is leverage the experience that we have in the field, working with individuals just like you, to tell you what works and what doesn't in different scenarios and in different circumstances. And as you know, the truth is that usually after a breakup or when you're facing the prospect of a separation or a divorce, you are not totally yourself. You're not in control over your feelings and emotions, and your fears have a tendency of kind of pushing you to act in a way that is counterproductive, that is not leading you closer to your goal of repairing this relationship with this person that you love the right way. And that is why, in many instances, no contact is highly recommended in order to help you maximize your chances of success, to help you maximize your chances of communicating with this person that you love the right way. But no contact is not necessary always. Example, there are situations in which the breakup clearly occurs not because you did something wrong, not because you overwhelmed your ex, not because you were too distant and neglected them, but because your significant other is going through a specific challenge in their life. Sometimes it has to do with mental health. Sometimes it has to do with addiction. Sometimes it has to do with pressures from family. Other times it has to do with pressures at work. And your significant other can be so overwhelmed that they are no longer in a place where they can nurture a relationship. And there's this false notion of needing to pull away in order to take care of themselves first, at the expense of you and the relationship. And in many instances, more and more actually, I deal with individuals who are very mature in their understanding of relationships and in their understanding of approaching a potential separation. And when I say mature, I don't mean old. I mean having a deep understanding of the nature of relationships and being detached about their own needs and their own desires for a potential relationship with the person that they love. They are not making it all about them, in essence, and they're not letting their fears and their insecurities trigger negative actions. They have a strong sense of self-awareness that has been developed either through life experience or through the development of certain qualities and attitudes, or simply because they've been watching this content and they understand the dynamics at play. In situations like this, when you are still on very good terms with your significant other and you are in control over your feelings and emotions, no contact is not always necessary. You can continue to stay close to your significant other. You can continue to support them from a certain distance, while at the same time giving them the space, the time to really reflect on where they're at and to try to, fix those issues that they're dealing with on their own. You cannot fix them. You cannot try to save them. And you understand that fundamentally. And so you are supporting them from afar while continuing to move forward with your goals, with your aspirations, and your growth as an individual. So in cases like this, where there isn't major dust-up, major conflict, it is okay, of course, to continue to stay connected and to leverage other techniques that you can discover on this channel and that you can discover in our in-depth private content that you can access in the description of this video, or if you're listening to our podcast, that you can access in the description. Because what we try to do, either through live trainings or sometimes pre-recorded trainings, or even sometimes through specific materials and videos where we go in depth into certain content, we help you continue to raise your understanding of what the breakup recovery can look like for you and how to apply a lot of the techniques that we have perfected over many years to your very situation. But the point here is for you to understand that there are many techniques that we actually advocate in these private materials, in our private coaching sessions. And no contact is only just one of them. There are techniques linked to personal growth and personal transformation in order to not only grow and evolve, but also to prove your change to your significant other the right way without coming off as needy or desperate. And there are many techniques linked to communication strategy with your significant other, reestablishing contact the right way, and also making sure that you establish a new pattern or dynamic that is closer to the way that you guys used to interact at the very beginning of the relationship and when you met, rather than towards the end. But the point here is that you don't necessarily have to go no contact. And even if you choose to go no contact, the no contact can look very different depending on the realities of your situation. And we are here to help you understand that reality and to apply the right technique and the right strategies to make sure that you can quickly turn things around. Of course, it's not a race to get back together. Even though you miss them and you want to be with them, you need to be focused on rebuilding this the right way so that you're not going to face another breakup moving forward. If you're unsure again whether no contact is a strategy that you should implement or not, or if you're unsure how long you should apply the no contact, I invite you to check out our free resources, because your understanding of this specific strategy and how it relates to where you are will greatly, greatly increase and improve. And as I said, our coaches, because it's not just me, we have a team of coaches that are here that are standing ready to assist you on your journey of breakup recovery. Of course, I also invite you to leave your questions and your comments in the comment section below. And we always do our utmost to provide you with quick, pointed guidance to help you take the next step and to provide you with a little bit of perspective. You are fighting the good fight, and you should give yourself a little bit of love for taking the time to invest in yourself, to deepen your understanding of what is happening to you and why. But again, it doesn't stop there. You must take action. All of these insights need to be reflected in action. Action in personal growth, action in the way that you communicate with your significant other, action in your ability to be a different type of person for yourself and for your significant other. Thank you for your trust. Keep fighting the good fight, and see you soon for another awesome time together.